thriving relationship and marriages. He is also a dedicated scholar. Tunji holds a Master in Human Resource Management at the University of Hertfordshire, UK. His academic and professional background has equipped him with a deep understanding of leadership dynamics, people management, and organizational growth. He is also a leadership podcaster, a podcast dedicated to young leaders and entrepreneurs, where he will share practical leadership strategies, personal development insights, and real world success principles. Tunji's influence extends beyond training and speaking. He is actively involved in mentoring and coaching young leaders through YLA cluster campaign groups, an initiative designed to foster leadership excellence and community impact. His passion for leadership has also led him to launch a quarterly leadership masterclass theme, Maximize Your Leadership, to equip young leaders with the tools they need to lead effectively in a rapidly changing world. He is also a firm believer in faith driven leadership. Tunji is a committed pastor of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, where he serves and impacts lives through biblical wisdom and leadership principle. Tunji Adeboyejo is a man on a mission to shape the next generation of leaders, inspire financial independence, and help individuals build a life of impact, influence, and success. So, I would like us with a clapping emoji to give a warm welcome to our speaker for tonight's session, whose profile we just read. And from this profile, indeed, you will know that we have someone who is loaded and ready to give us the best tonight. So let's go ahead and show our excitement through the emojis, comment sections as we receive our speaker for tonight. Sir, you are welcome, and we are glad to have you speak to us tonight. Please, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very, very much. I'm so glad to be here. Please, I'd like you to let me know if I'm audible enough. Uh, please let me know. Am I audible enough tonight?
Yes, yes, you
Okay.
are, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here with us tonight. And once again, I welcome you all to the basic leadership course of the Young Leaders Academy. And it's such a great honor and privilege to have you all here. I want to appreciate all our team members, all the volunteers, all the members of the Young Leaders Academy, all those who are putting effort to make this a reality. I'm so excited, and I pray that you become a blessing to your generation all over the world in the name of Jesus. I'm so excited to be here tonight, and I'll be taking us on the course with the title Business Mastery. And of course, our overall title for this meeting theme for this BLC this year is Expand. So basically, we are looking at it from different angles. Other facilitators who will be coming will also be coming in with different dimension to the expand for this year. So today I'll be taking you on business mastery, expand in business and finance. And if time permits, I have just a limited time, but this particular course will be available on Seller for those who might want it. You might be able to gain a link to it, and I hope you'll be able to get the full course. So what I'm going to be doing with us tonight is just going to be more like a brief. How far I can go will be determined by the time that is allotted to me. So, but let me go straight into it. Business mastery. Inside this course, we have over 500 businesses you can start. with little or no capital. That I may not be able to go into it because it's a long course. But then let me just start like this to give you a brief of what we're about to look into, the key lessons we're about to look into. We're about to look into the concept of entrepreneurship, the 19 questions you must ask before going into that business, 42 qualities of an entrepreneur, 17 economic challenges of an entrepreneur, raising capital for your business, about 15 options that you are going to see in this course, and we have over 500 business ideas that is shared. This is the minding your own business perspective. And I hope this is going to take you to the next level and expand your mind, expand your horizon, expand your thinking. By way of introduction, 7 out of every graduate in Nigeria are unemployed. 7 out of every graduate in Nigeria are unemployed. It has been universally acknowledged that small-scale enterprise have immense potential as a propellant for sustainable development. The job creation prosperity is extremely important in less developed countries, most especially among the youth and graduates. In Nigeria, about 62% of the estimated unemployed is in the 14 to 24 age group, the age bracket, according to a report by the African Development. Just at the end of 2012, Nigeria's Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, advertised an employment opportunity for about 1,500 entry graduates, entry graduate level, and they got over 800 applicants, 800,000 applicants applying for an opportunity of 1,500 people. So they only have just 1,500 slots, but over 800,000 applicants applied. In 2012, the Dangote Group advertised recruitment opportunity for 100 graduate executive truck drivers. And to my ultimate surprise, from the diagram of many, out of these people that applied, about 6 PhD holders applied, 65 MBA holders applied, 649 MSc holders applied, and about 8,460 degree holders were among the 300,000 people who applied for a job opportunity of 100 graduate executive truck drivers. Please follow me just by introduction. Nigeria is a country with business and investment potentials, much of which lies in the abundance of human capital and natural resources. Now, I used to hear this, and I used to have said this several times, that Nigeria is filled with opportunities. There are many opportunities. I have said it, but when I moved into a developed world like the United Kingdom in 2012, I saw that the things I have said, that they were absolutely true. Because I noticed that this is any country that is still underdeveloped. It has a lot of bigger potential than countries with developed nations, because in the developed nations, everything is set, the rule is set, the laws are set, everything is set. But in the developing nations, there are opportunities, and that's where I'm going to. So we have natural resources and abundant human resources. Entrepreneurship is essentially needed for major Nigerian youths. It's amazing that many graduate from school today and they are looking for jobs where there are opportunities. And that's the purpose of this course. So the Nigerian youth and graduate towards self-reliance and an asset to nations. Tapping these resources requires the ability to nurture useful and economic viable entrepreneurial endeavor. Because Nigeria is a country with so much value, so much resources. although the financial sector and the policies in different sectors of Nigeria has affected many young people and has put entrepreneurship at a very standpoint of opportunities. You know, the country continues to experience this share of social, economic, and political upheavals that affect development in all areas. Entrepreneurship has become something that many are not even willing to embrace. Nigerian youth and graduates, they are not willing because it looks as if they do not have the financial resources to move into that space. It takes collective effort of all stakeholders, including government institutions, corporate organizations, and youth themselves to fight what we call unemployment and poverty, so we can build a nation with enterprise and sustainable development. So you must therefore now understand what we call the concept of entrepreneurship. Who is an entrepreneur? If you go back the old days, I can take you back to the old days, to the days of Abraham in the Bible, the days of Isaac, the days of Jacob. Those guys were entrepreneurs. They were entrepreneurs. You know, the original plan of God is for everyone to be an entrepreneur. When the heavens and the earth was created, God said He created Adam. He made everything that He needed for him. He made it available. And He said, tend the garden. That was entrepreneurship. Isaac was a man that was a farmer. He was tending the sheep. He had a lot of sheep. Jacob, the same thing. If you remember the story of Jacob and Laban, you see that they had flocks. Those guys were entrepreneurs. Now, in our country, Nigeria, many people are being, how do I put it? The minds of many people are turned away from entrepreneuring. Why? Because of the colonial master. The colonial master came to distort our mind, to distort what God originally had in mind for us. They brought in the white collar jobs for us, and that made us to neglect the concept of entrepreneurship. And that's why today, many people, when they finish from school, they are running after white collar jobs. And I'm about to disabuse your mind tonight to have you understand that only entrepreneurs are able to change the face of the earth. Now, the broad definition of an entrepreneur is someone who owns and operates his own business. Who is an entrepreneur? Someone who owns and operates his own business. According to the dictionary, an entrepreneur is one who organizes, who manages, and assumes the risk of a business. According to Drucker in 2009, defines an entrepreneur as a person who has decided to take control of his future, and become self-employed, whether by creating his own unique business or working as a member of a team in a multi-level market. An entrepreneur is an individual who has set financial risk and undertakes new financial ventures. When I was much younger, I read a book by Robert Kiyosaki titled Rich Dad Poor Dad. I read that book from front to back. I read this book titled Cash Flow Quadrant. These two books rationalized my mind, changed my thinking. I bought that book, I think 1999 or 2000. I still have the book in my library today, 25 years after. It's still there, looking at me up there. I noticed that if you want to make a change in your financial status, you must become an entrepreneur. You want to make a change, you must become an entrepreneur. You want to transform your financial life and financial destiny, you must become an entrepreneur. Some of the famous entrepreneurs like Bill Gates, Richard Branson, with other entrepreneurs come in all ages, in genders, in shapes, in sizes. These kids selling oranges on the streets, they are entrepreneurs. The man repairing shoes under the tree is an entrepreneur. The woman who sells fish on the street is an entrepreneur. The one who is selling newspaper, the boy collecting old newspaper and selling them for recycling is an entrepreneur. In spite of these varieties, entrepreneurs, they have so many things in common. They are risk takers. They are self-starters who think creatively. Entrepreneurs, they start new businesses. They create jobs for themselves. and they also employ people. Peter Drucker described entrepreneur as someone who is always in search for change, who responds to change, who exploits it as an opportunity. And he also emphasizes on the new market creation, the new customer innovation, and creativity. So therefore, what is entrepreneurship? Because there are two different things. An entrepreneur is the person, entrepreneurship is the act. Entrepreneurship is a way of thinking, a way of reasoning, and acting that is opportunity-based, holistic in approach, and leadership balanced. Entrepreneurship results in the creation, the enhancement, realization, and renewal of value, not just for the owner, but for all participants and stakeholders. Entrepreneurship is the process of creating some things new of value by devoting the necessary time and effort. This is according to Peters, assuming the accompanying financial side and social risk and receiving resulting rewards of monetary, personal satisfaction, and independence. You see, an entrepreneur is somebody who is seeking for independence. When I read this book by Robert Kiyosaki, myself and a friend, after reading it, I gave it to a friend of mine, and then my friend said to me, he said, Tunji, we are going to become entrepreneurs. We made a decision that we are starting our business. And today, we are glad. We are not big as we want to. We are still on the journey. But if we go back 20 years down the line, what we both said, we are doing it today. My friend has a farm, a very big farm, large farm, with a lot of things that he's doing, rearing pigs, rearing birds, so many other things, has mass of land in different locations, and is doing fantastically well. We made that decision. And I also made that decision. I said, I am going to be an entrepreneur. And I started my business. It took a while, but I started that business. What am I bringing to your knowledge today? You must own your own business on the heart. Entrepreneurship begins with action and ends in the creation of new organizations. One thing you must go with from this meeting or this week is that you must find a business to start. Find a business to start. You can put it on the chat box, say, just type it there. I need to find a business to start. I have to start a business. I have to start a business of my own. You can begin to drop it in the chat box. Most economists agrees that entrepreneurship helps economic growth in both developed and developing countries. I'm so excited anytime I go online, especially on Instagram, and I see young people like myself who are making effort to start and run their own businesses. We have many young people today who are dedicated to start something. They are excited about it. They are ready to take the bull by the horn. They are ready to take all chances and ensure that there is something that they are contributing to the development and the advancement of the country. In many poor countries of the world, entrepreneurship can and does play a big role in improving the life of people. In the book of Robert Kiyosaki, he said in his book, Cash Flow Quadrant, he described the 4 levels as which people earn money. He said, you earn money as an employee, you earn money as a self-employed, you earn money as a business owner, you earn money as an investor. 4 levels. You earn money as an employee, you earn money as a self-employed, you earn money as a business owner, you earn money as an investor. He put it in a 4 quadrants, and he said, those who are on the right side of the quadrant, they are going to be richer than those who are on the left side of the quadrant. So as he drew the quadrant, I don't have my pen here, I would have drawn. As he drew the quadrant, he put the employee on the top here. Below it, he put the self-employed. On this right side of the quadrant, he put the business owner, and below he put the investor. So he said those who are on this side, they are bound to be rich. He said those who are on this side, it will be a little bit hard for them to be rich. So somebody is asking, what is the difference between a self-employed and a business owner? A self-employed is somebody who graduates from school, who is a degree holder, who tries to open an hospital, and then is the doctor. He employs 1 nurse or 2 nurses, and then he doesn't have an accountant, he doesn't have an admin, he doesn't have an HR, He just run everything. When a patient comes, he's the one to attend to the patient. He send the nurse to do this and then do that. When the patient is about to pay for the services that have been rendered, is the doctor who collects the payment. That is a self-employed person. Is a professional. Is a self-employed. It's not bad to start that way. But who is a business owner? A business owner is like Dangote. A business owner does not need to have an idea of the business before venturing into that business. So for example, like Dangote, he has Dangote sugar, Dangote salt, he has Indomie, he has cement, he has salt, he has different brands. I can't tell all of it now. And then we said he has a refinery. He has all this business. Doesn't mean that he has knowledge about every of the business, but he has the mind of an entrepreneur. He's able to start businesses, employs managers, employs this, employs that, and he doesn't physically stay in the business, but the business is running. So the business runs without his personal attention there. That is a business owner. And then we have an investor. An employee, on the other hand, is the one working for another person. He's working, putting his strength, putting every of the things that he needs to help somebody else in his business. Is it wrong? It's not wrong. But then we have an investor. An investor, he invests in three different things. He invests in business, he invests in real estate, he invests in stocks and in the capital share market. Now, can you operate in the four levels? Of course, yes. But a time will come that you will not be able to operate as an employee in an organization and also operate as a business owner. You need to switch from that and move to the quadrant. When I studied that book, my mind blew up. And I was like, I must be a business owner. That is why today, if I begin to share with you all the small businesses that I run here and there, this, I can point different things that brings, and that's what leads us into what we call multiple streams of income. Let me continue my session basically. Now, so in many poor countries of the world, entrepreneurs are contributing. So when we now look at business definition, what is business? Please prompt me when I'm going beyond my time. Business is defined as an organization that operates with a set of objectives for making profit from the sale of goods and services. So a business can also be an enterprise set up by an individual, set up by a government or agencies for the purpose of providing goods and services. And of course, business is different. A business enterprise is classified into three forms. We have the sole and individual proprietor. We have the partnership business. We have the limited liability business. Some of these things, many of us have been taught in the university. So there are questions that you need to ask before going into business. Number one, how organized are you? Before going into business, we have about 19 questions you must ask yourself. How organized are you? Number two, do you have what we call a competitive spirit? Do you have a competitive spirit? Number three, are you a risk taker or a risk dodger? Are you a risk taker or you are a risk dodger? Number four, what experience or skill have you gained that you need in business? What experience and skill that have you gained over time? Because you need your experience to come into the business. Number five, are you in good health? Because you need good health to do business. Number six, can you lead and manage people? Leading and managing people is one of the effective tools that you need as a business owner. Do you have high energy level, or do you get tired within 2 to 3 hours? Because as a business owner, I have a staff that's working with me. I hope she's on this platform. That is working with me as the manager of my business in Nigeria. High energy, because the business we do requires high energy. High energy. You know, one thing that differentiates you, even as an employee of an organization, that differentiates you from somebody who just wants to earn money is high energy. Seeing yourself as an entrepreneur, seeing yourself as the owner of the business that you are working in. Because by the time you start your own business, you'll be able to operate like that. So do you have high energy? Number 8, are you self-confident? I made the error there. Are you self-confident? Number 9, are you ready to make short-term sacrifices for long-term benefits? There's what we call delayed gratification. You know, There's what we call the law of process. Many people today, they are not succeeding in business because they don't want to follow the law of process. What is the law of process? The law of process is it takes time for things to actually manifest, for things to show up, for things to become good. Some people, they start a business today and tomorrow they are out of the business because they could not just continue. They are not dogged. They are not ready to take this risk. They are not ready to make sacrifices. I remember I was telling somebody who recently came into this business I do, and I told the person, I said, see, when I started this business in 2012, because I lost my job in March 30th of 2012, and I decided to launch into my business fully. I started the business in 2009, but then 2012, I decided to come into it fully. And things were tough. Things were tough. I couldn't even afford food to buy, not even to buy fuel in the car that I drive at the time. But things were so tough, things were so hard that in those early days, I told that person, I said, in the early days, in my printing business, I had no customer. For full 1 year, 2 years, I had no one single customer. And I was telling people that I am a printer, I am a this, I can do this, I can do that. No single client came. That was a long time ago. But today, if I go back memory lane, almost every day, somebody will chat me from nowhere. Sir, I saw a book you published. I want to publish my book. From nowhere. One day, about 16 people chatted me on Instagram asking they want to get a quote for this, they want to get a quote for that. Are you willing to make short-term sacrifices for long-term benefit? Number 10, is your spouse or your partner supportive of your business dreams and aspirations? Number 11, can you make others see the benefits of what you do? Can you make others to see the benefit of what you do? Do you have a natural flair for business? Some people don't have this natural flair for business, but do you have it? Are you willing? Do you have the flair to go into business? Number 13, do you enjoy mixing with people? Because somebody who wants to go into business must be ready to mix with people, because communication and relationship is very important in business. Have you conceived or developed a winning business idea or product and services? So you need to begin to look at it. Oh, if I want to start a business today, what kind of business do I want to start? Have you been able to conceive one? Do you know that before we leave here today, you can conceive a business idea? On this course, I have more than 500 businesses that you can start on this course. I'm not sure if I'm able to get it. Number 15, are you enthusiastic about your dreams? What is driving your dream? What is driving you? What is that thing that is driving you to achieve something greater for yourself? Number 16, do you have the resources, both spiritual resources, material resources, physical resources, financial resources, and human resources that is required to make your business to work? Because you need spiritual resources, you need material resources, you need physical resources, and more importantly, you need financial resources. And I will soon get to that place. Number 17, do you have what you call investment mentality? You see, some people are poor today because they lack investment mentality. Some people are poor today because they lack information. Information is the key to transformation. You want to expand, you need information. And that's why some of you are here. Over 90-something people registered for this course. Can we see on the platform now? We have 60. I don't know how many people are on YouTube though. But then you have come to gain access to the information that will transform your journey, that will transform your life. So you need what we call investment mentality. And that brings us to the idea of how many books have you read about investment? How many books have you read about starting a business? If I tell you how many books I've read about starting and running a business, many years ago, I used to run to Daystar Christian Center to go and listen to some Adeboyejo, and I began. That was where I learned about business. That was where I learned about how to start and run my own business. It was from that place. I was going there almost every Sunday for more than 4 years, learning everything that you see me do today. I learned most of it in Daystar Christian Center. There was a time I was telling somebody I used to sell books for Reverend Sam Adeboyejo. I used to sell books. There was this book he wrote many years ago, The Second Revolution. I can't remember how many copies I sold. I was selling books in buses in Lagos. I would jump on a motorway from, what's it called now? AIT in Alagbado. Igaye, in Igaye, because I used to live in Agbado, in Igaye. I would enter the bus, pay for the transport fare, and I'll begin to market the book, The Second Revolution. There's a book he wrote, I think Sexuality, Get a Grip or something. I bought that book and I was selling that to the point that he got to know me, that this is one of our marketers many years ago. And I used to carry books to different locations. I would go to OAU. Anywhere they are having a conference, I will go to OAU to go and sell books. Ask me what I've sold. I've sold granules. I've sold tomatoes in the market. There are many. I've sold in the market. I sold books, carrying it everywhere. That business idea has been there for many years. Have you read books that can transform you? Number 18, do you have financial intelligence? Some people today, they are living in financial recklessness because they do not have financial intelligence. Do you have a plan or a goal in place for your business? Do you have a business plan? Do you know that the world has really changed today, that everything you want, you can find online? Do you know that right now, if you go online and you type it, business plan for a printing and publishing business, it will bring it out to you. Some you can pay for it as low as 20,000. You get a downloaded business plan. Do you know that the world has so changed that if you go on your Google and you type chat GPT and you type on it, please, I need a business plan for a motor selling business, and it will create everything you need, including the financial plan and everything. But so many people don't even know. Do you know that anything you need at all, chat GPT can give you? Am I encouraging you to go and be using AI? Of course, that tool came so that you can use it to develop whatever you want to develop and gain access to the resources that you need. Do you have a plan? Essential qualities of an entrepreneur. I'll begin to wrap it up right now. Please prompt me. Let me know how many minutes I have left. Just put me in the chat or somewhere on my WhatsApp how many minutes I have left. What are the essential qualities of an entrepreneur? Number one, passion for the people. Are you passionate about people? You want to become an entrepreneur? You must be passionate about people. I am passionate about authors. I'm passionate about people who write. And that's why I'm into the printing and publishing business. I write myself. Are you passionate? Number two, communicative. You must be communicative. An entrepreneur is someone who has a high communication skill. Number three, tenacity despite failure. An entrepreneur is a tenacious person. An entrepreneur does not allow failure to eat him down. An entrepreneur knows that the key, thank you, sir, the key to becoming successful is failing. Nobody has ever succeeded without failing. So an entrepreneur is tenacious. Number four, an entrepreneur is a leader. We are talking about qualities of an entrepreneur, a leader. I will provide this course available on Seller. I'll make it available on Seller so that you can get it there. Number five is confidence. An entrepreneur needs to be a confident person. You want to write proposals, you want to meet up with organizations, you want to. I was telling my manager the other day, I said, do you know this our business is available? You can get clients anywhere, that everybody is your client. Everybody has something to print. Either they are printing a business card, they are printing a banner, they are printing a book, they are printing on any souvenir, they are doing this, any kind of printing. When I started, I used to tell people, I am a printer boy. I can print on anything. If you go on my YouTube channel, you see a video there, how I made over 450K in t-shirt business when I started. I didn't have any idea about t-shirt business. I only met a guy and I asked him, do you know about t-shirt? He said, yeah, I know somebody in Akure. And that's how I got a 1 million naira contract and I made 450,000 from a business I have no idea of. Do you know that you can make money today from a business you don't have an idea of? Do you know you can begin to make money today by saying, oh, Pastor, I can be helping you market your printing business. If I have anything and you will give me commission, there are people who go that length. Did you know that somebody reached out to me while we were planning this program? the person thought it was a physical meeting. He didn't know that it was a virtual meeting. He said that he reached out on our page. He said he can get us 1,000 participants. I said, are you sure? I said, yes. He said, from University of Lagos or something. I just said, this is a virtual meeting. He said, he thought it's physical. He said, just give me go ahead. We'll do this. There are some people, they have high energy and they can drive things. You must be self-confident. And number 6 is sense of purpose. A person who wants to venture into business. Don't forget, this topic is business mastery. Business mastery. Sense of purpose. Are you purposeful? And number 7 is determination, self-determination. Are you determined to get into business? Can you make a decision that from here, yes, you are still working in your organization, but you can start your business right now? In fact, I used to tell people, I said, you must find something that you are selling. No matter how small, you must have something. I recently joined TikTok. I didn't really know much about TikTok. I had an account, but I didn't know much about it. But recently, I said, let me know about this TikTok. And I started researching. Today now, if you go on my TikTok, for those who have UK TikTok, if you go on my TikTok, you will see my showcase. I have products there that I'm selling on TikTok. And I don't even need to have this product physically. Just register online and I have it in my showcase. And people can go there, they click, they buy, I get commission. As an entrepreneur, you must have these different ideas and self-determination. Number 8 is problem solving. One of the key ingredients of an entrepreneur is problem solving, ability to solve problems for people. If you are able to solve problems for people, you are an entrepreneur. There are many problems out there. One of the things you know how to get access to starting a business is to look at the problems of people. What are the problems of people around you? How did I start my business? It was because I saw problem. I wrote my book. I gave it to a printer and a publisher. They messed it up. They didn't deliver my book after I paid them. And I began to research. How can I make my book by myself? That's how I became a publisher today. And today, I've published books for more than 400 authors, both in Nigeria, in the US, in the UK, South Africa, all over the places, everywhere. Dubai, different locations. People reach out from nowhere and they say they have seen the work I've done before. Problem solving. And number 9 is management of skills, of risk, management of risk. And number 10 is goal setting. Goal setting. You can look up this, you can screenshot it so that I don't bore you much. Seeing changes as opportunities, tolerance of uncertainty and ambiguity, visionary. Those are the qualities of an entrepreneur. High integrity, independence, energetic, hardworking. An entrepreneur must be hardworking, creative, objective, and innovative. And then there are more. Let me round it up here because they have notified me that my time is gone. You can capture it, you can screenshot it, you are free. You have paid for this course, so you can capture it. Self-motivation, proactive, ability to see the big picture, prudence, initiative, foresight, profit-oriented. Profit-oriented, that one is very important. An entrepreneur must be profit-oriented because that's what brings food to your table. Initiative and competence. Initiative and competence. And of course, we have this one. Try and grab it because I'm already wrapping up. Success orientation, optimistic, flexible, versatile. Commitment, initiative, competence, perspective or perceptive. Willing to ask for help, willingness to ask for help. Please don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't keep quiet. Nothing moves until you move it. Your life must not be like a wheelbarrow that stays close to a position until somebody pushes it. Take action, overcome inertia. You see, until you move, nothing moves. All object remains at a state of rest until a force is applied. You must take initiative, take action. Be willing to move. And then we have the criteria. I want to move into a particular point so that I will close with that. I hope I still have like 5 minutes. We have the economic challenges. It's so loaded. We have up to 80 pages. So let me close it with this. How then can you raise capital? Because I know this has been a question in the heart of some people. How to raise capital for your business? How to raise capital for your business? This course I'm sharing with you, there was a time I was selling it for, is it 20 something thousand, about sometimes about 2 years ago. It's still up there, and I will put it on seller now for those who may want it. So there are options. How do you raise capital for your business? Just screenshot it. Screenshot it. We have personal savings, family and friends. There are family and friends who they have this money there. They have the money to give for your business. They are only waiting for that idea to be shared with them. Personal savings. You want to start a business? How much have you saved personally? The reason why some people are not getting people to invest in their business is because they have not saved anything at all. You ask them how much have you saved, they say nothing. They have no cover in savings. Then we have bank loan and facilities, overdraft loans, microfinance, and you must have integrity. The reason why people are not getting some loans today is because lack of integrity. Do you know that you can gain access? I don't know if I listed it. You can start your business on what we call hire purchase. Do you know that you can start your business without money? That we call it zero capital. Zero capital. For example, somebody who wants to enter into the business of selling cartons of Indomie. Do you know that you can negotiate with a company that is producing Indomie noodles? Let me call it noodles because that's the word, noodles. You can negotiate with them. They supply you the products you sell. You give them their money. You take your profit. You take other goods. Do you know why that thing has not been working today? Because there are some people, they will go and get the product. They will sell it. They won't pay money back. The company will come and ask for the product. They will come to their shop. They will not see the product. Money is not delivered. And that process hurts the company, and the company they start not to give people that kind of opportunity. And that's where integrity is needed. So some people, you need the value you need to gain access to starting your business might just be integrity. Might just be integrity. So somebody put in the chat box, just write it there, integrity, 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 integrity is needed. Selling your idea, other people's money. Other people's money, we call it OPM. I can share with you more, but we call it OPM, other people's money. We have OPM, we have OPR, other people's resources. We have so many, a lot of, I don't want to go into it now. So now, integrity is very important. Now, other people's money. There are people who have this money and you have the idea. Can you negotiate this so they drop their money? You see, the day money and idea miss one another, one will drop for one another. It's either the idea is dropped or money is dropped. Then we have partnership. Number 7, we have selling some liabilities and some assets. Selling some of your liabilities and some assets. You want to start a business? Can you find something you can sell and use it to start your business? There are some people today, the money they need to start their business is what they are using to make up. It's enough. Some people are using 1 million naira phone. Some people are using iPhone 16 and they don't have money to buy data on it. Some people, they are using Samsung Fold, Samsung Z Fold. I think it's sold at 3 point something million in Nigeria. Yet they don't have money to buy data on that phone. We used to make a guess of one man some time ago who bought a very big, thank you. So who bought a very big Jeep. He bought a very big Jeep. His colleagues, they were so intimidated by the Jeep he bought. I think he bought it for around 9 million. Well, some years ago, then, very big amount of money. He bought a Jeep for 9 million. And he will now come to camp for Holy Ghost service. When he is leaving camp, he doesn't have money to buy fuel. He will now go and be borrowing money from somebody who brought bike. who brought Okada to come. You tell the person, please, can you borrow me 2,500? Because I'm going to Osogbo, because the man used to live in Osogbo. I want to go to Osogbo. So some people, the money that they need to start their business is in an asset that they have kept in their hand. You need to sell it and start your business. Getting government grants. Do you know that there are organizations in Nigeria today that give grants to people? Do you know that? Do you know this company, this organization in Nigeria owned by the federal government that they call BOI? Do you know that till today, people still gain access to funding from them, and many people don't even know about it. They say, it's government thing, it's not working. Assumption. Screen grab this. We have donation and sponsorship. We have crowdfunding. We have cooperative and thrift society. Can you go and join a cooperative? Guys, go and find a cooperative to join, no matter how small the cooperative. There are many cooperatives in different places. Some people, they have what we call thrift society. They call it a job. Go and find one to join. Be saving money there to start your business. We have insurance payoffs. We have sales on return. Sales on return is the one I explained to you. You get the product. You want to be seen to sell noodles. You find a company that is producing it. You get it in bulk on integrity. That's why you should put integrity there. Integrity. That's what we call sales on return. You make sale. Thank you, sir. You make sale, and then you return back their money. You take your profit from it. Then we have getting grants from NGO, mentors and angel investors. There are mentors that are ready to give you something. We have gratuities and benefits. I will stop at that. I have been notified that my time is up. And then over here, we now have the 500 businesses. I have them. They are much. I will put it on the seller, maybe put a little amount on it so that somebody can say he wants to get the cost. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. I'm sorry for taking more of our time. Thank you once again. Have a good time.
Wow, 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 wow. Can we just give it up with the clapping emoji and take advantage of the comment section in expressing our gratitude for this mind blowing session? I don't know about you, but I have truly been pumped up, and my mind is already being expanded by the conversation and the insightful teaching on business masterclass. All right, can we give it up with a clapping emoji to celebrate our dear facilitator for this amazing and powerful session tonight on mastering your business? Can we hear me clearly? All right, all right, all right. I can see responses. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Indeed, it has been a fireful moment. It has been an enriching moment. It's indeed a clear indication that there is a lot more that is available to be disseminated in the course of this basic leadership training, because we could not even exhaust the resource for tonight. But thank God there is an opportunity to get it through the seller platform. So thank you so much, Pastor Tunji Adeboyejo, for this session tonight. Indeed, it has been from a wealth of both practical experience and well presented insight on how to become a business owner. All right, without wasting much time, we would like to go into the question and answer segments of tonight's meeting. So, do we have participants here who have question, having learned about business masterclass with the title "Minding Your Own Business"? There is a common saying in Nigeria here where they say, "Mind your business." Mind your business. And you see, every time they tell you to mind your business, it's an indication that if you want peace, then focus on what is before you and avoid you mind your business. It will give you in return financial peace. And this is what this master class was all about, on finance, on business and entrepreneurship. So do you have questions? Do you have questions? If you have a question, please, you can just indicate, use an emoji, or you can unmute to ask your question. All right, I can see Mr. Olusegun Olanis. Okay, please, you can unmute and let's have your question.
Okay, good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for this insightful and wonderful session. Uh, from your presentation, I actually got a place where you did talked about starting your business, and I also heard a place where you say we can start with higher purchase. However, some of us don't have the network we can actually leverage on. So, how do we actually help ourselves to build a network that we can leverage on in terms of us for us to actually go into or to start a business even without fund? Because I know that this has to come with a lot of trust before somebody can even buy a product from you. It has to come with a lot of trust. So, and sometimes you must have been doing something for people to have seen, and that's why they can actually either patronize you or give you resources to actually go into business. So how can you leverage on your network in order for you to establish your business? Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for that question. All right, over to you, sir. Pastor Tunji, I hope you are there to respond to his question.
Okay. Um, I'm trying to look at how I'm going to respond to that. Yes. So, you need to build a network, and this is very, very important. And that's where the place of building quality relationship is very, very vital, and not only vital, triggers your success. There are many people today who do not have quality people around them. You need to be intentional about the relationship you build, because it is your network will determine your net worth. Your network will determine your net worth. Your network will determine your net worth. There was a time I made a decision to have millionaire friends. I made a decision. I said, I need to begin to have millionaire friends. I'm tired of this level that I am, you know. So, and I started, I was intentional about it. I don't know how many of them I have today, but I have a couple of them. So you must be intentional about the friends you keep. You see, there are certain relationships that will not bring results into your life. So, and how do you go about this? You start a step at a time. You start a step at a time. You must make yourself valuable. The reason why some people are not able to leverage on their network today is because they are not adding value. If you are not adding value to me, there's no way I'm going to add value to you. Some people, they see some people who are very rich. All they want is to get from them. They are not ready to add to them. See, the rich, the rich, they also have something that they need. Don't assume that they don't have something they need. They have something that they need. So, are you available and ready to give them what they need so you can get what they want? Today, I have people that anytime they want to do anything, I'm the one they will call on. I have clients that they will just call on me. No, Tunji. When I moved into United Kingdom for a few months, I was almost losing some little clients who feel that, he has moved, it's no more available. I had to begin to reconnect. I said, I'm available, my business is running. And today on this call, my manager is here with us on this call, who is running the business in Nigeria and doing it exceptionally well. Doing it exceptionally well. So you need to build a strong network. You build it. You start by building it. You start by building it. And you build it step by step. You build it step. You build it step by step, one after the other. You build it step by step, one after another. And you are intentional about it. From one person, how do I get business that I'm doing? It's because of from one person to another person. This one has seen the work I've done for this one, and this one can show this one, and this one can show this one, and say, oh, he's the one that did it. He's the one through recommendation here and there. So you must be intentional about building good networks. See, if the people around you are not delivering what you want, then it is high time to begin to build new friends that are valuable, that are ready to invest in what you are doing. And that is very key. I hope I've been able to answer that question. I saw a question on the platform. I don't know if I should answer to it.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Okay. So somebody said, let me look for it again.
All right. And also, we have participants who are also following us live on YouTube. Please, you can also send in your question. Just go to the YouTube comment section and put in your question there. We have a facilitator who will help us to extract it and forward it, and we will also respond from here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay. So somebody said, do I need to wait for government grant or bank loan to start a business? No. That is from John Korede. No. So I don't know when you joined the call, but if you notice, at that point, I was talking about how to finance your business. So under that, one of the things I mentioned is government grants. Another one I mentioned is bank loan. So under that session, I was talking about different means on how to raise finance for your business, how to raise money to start your business. And I have a list of about 16 or 17 points there. So one of the points is business grants, government grants, and another point is bank loan. So don't get it wrong. I wasn't saying you should wait for bank loan to start your business. I've only stated means in which you can raise funds for your business, that there are business grants. There are different grants. Some are by bank, some are from individuals. For example, we have the Tony Elumelu grants, and we have many of them. If you want to check, there's a website they call opportunitydesk.com. Please, you can write it down. Let me see if I can put it on the platform. Opportunitydesk.com. You can go online to search for that website, register with them, Opportunity Desk, yes, something like that. You can also go and check online. You will find it, Opportunity Desk. On Opportunity Desk, you will see a lot of opportunities, so a lot of grants, a lot of grants that are available everywhere. I want to be sure I got the website correctly. Please give me a moment. There are so many grants on that site. Okay, yes, opportunitydesk.org. Permit me, opportunitydesk.org. Let me retype it. Opportunitydesk.org. .org. That's the, so ignore the first one I sent. This second one is the one that is correct. opportunitydesk.org. Just click on it, sign up there. You'll be getting updates in your email. There are so many opportunities. They'll be dropping it. You can sign up and then begin to follow the instruction. You'll be seeing a lot of opportunities there. So I think that's that. Let me see if there's another question. I think that's about that, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, sir, for the response. We also have a question from the YouTube platform, which I will read to your hearing so that you can actually respond to it. And the question is from Florence Ario. She said, you made mention of low need for power / status as a trait of an entrepreneur. What does it mean? I take it again. She said you mentioned low need for power / status as a trait of an entrepreneur. What does it mean? Here's a question from Flores Ario, our YouTube participant. Yes, sir. Did you get the question?
Yes. Oh, I was already responding. Sorry, I didn't know that I'm muted.
Okay. Okay, sir.
I want to check the slide again.
Okay, to be sure.
Under what place was that?
Trait. She said trait of an entrepreneur. Maybe perhaps qualities or traits of an entrepreneur.
Traits of an essential qualities of an entrepreneur. I just want to be sure.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Low need for power and status. You see, today we have many people who are looking for power, who are looking for status in the society. An entrepreneur has no sense of such. An entrepreneur is not looking for power. An entrepreneur is not looking for status. You see, there are people today who are not able to start their business because they are looking for status. They don't want to do the dirty jobs because an entrepreneur, really, they are there. I remember, I can tell you stories of several entrepreneurs in Nigeria. There's a man who many years ago started this DMT mobile toilet. Somewhere in Bega, he has some plot of land there that he erected this DMT mobile toilet. He first of all made it locally before he traveled abroad to go and get a foreign one, and then he brought it to Nigeria, placed it somewhere around that bridge at Bega, and nobody asked for it for plenty years. Then at the time, things began to take shape, and then mobile toilet became a big thing. The first program that was held in Lekki 98, they needed mobile toilets at that place because there was no toilet around, and then they made order for it, and things began to take shape. He was doing a dirty job. If he was looking for status or he was looking for power, he would not venture into that business because he was that man that said, I'm trying to remember his quotes. I forgot the way they put that quote then, but in Yoruba they say sheets. It's inside sheets that you have money, that there is money. I don't know the way they put it. Sheet business is what brings, that was his logo then. So an entrepreneur is somebody who has a low need. He doesn't have high need for power. It's not looking for status because they are ready to do any kind of thing just to ensure their business has structure. And by the time things blow up, their status will rise up. There's no need for them to look for it. That was what I was trying to explain there. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. I believe the person who sent in that question, the person of Florence Ario, it has been clearly answered. All right. Do we have Any further question? Any question? Do we have any further question? Anyone who wants to ask their question directly, or you want to send it in? Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful session. Already there are requests for the material that you use for this session. And just like our speaker has magnanimously said, that this material will be made available through the seller platform, where it can be purchased for a very minimal amount for those of us who want to go into in-depth understanding of the points that has been stated of who is an entrepreneur and what entrepreneurship is all about, and the various businesses that you can do, the qualities and skills that are required. So this material will be available. The link will be sent at the WhatsApp cohort platform so that we can easily access this material. And I would like to congratulate every one of us for participating in this very session, having learned the mastery of business. It means by implication, when you take a master class, it means you have also become a master in that very field. And just like the speaker emphasized that there is need for you to study, he made mention of how he's initiated his own journey into entrepreneurship, that he read a book. So please ensure that you give yourself to reading, seek knowledge, and that is why this material will be available for further personal study and practical applications. So I want to congratulate every one of us for joining in tonight. Tomorrow, this program continues, same time by 8 p.m. I want to encourage us. Some of us had challenge with logging in via the Zoom link. I would like to encourage you to go and update your Zoom app. Rather, go to Play Store, update your Zoom app ahead of the program. Sometimes those are some of the challenges we encounter when we want to log in, because of our app is outdated. So there is need for continual update for efficiency of this platform. So update your Zoom app so that you can easily clock in for tomorrow's session at the right time. Also, in addition to these very important sessions we are having, there is also a syndicate sessions that will be coming up. That is on Friday and Saturday. You don't want to miss that. We also sent a pool for us to select a syndicate session we would like to be part of. So if you have not done this, please kindly go to the BLC cohorts platform on WhatsApp and select a syndicate session you would like to be part of. And by extension, once you select a syndicate session, you will also be a part of a smaller group where mentorship is available, and you can also ask questions and also get further engagement, because of part of the vision of Wiley is to build a community of leaders. So we are on a journey, and we would love you to be part of this amazing journey of raising leaders that will impact and influence their world. So in the absence of any further question or comments, we want to say thank you for joining up with us tonight. We look forward to seeing you for tomorrow's edition. Thank you. Do have a wonderful night rest.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. The meeting has ended now. We can begin to exit. We can continue. All information will be on the WhatsApp platform. Um, the WhatsApp platform. Please pay attention to necessary information on the WhatsApp platform, guys. Thank you very much for joining the session tonight. Thank you, Mom Kevin. Thank you. Happy birthday, man. Celebrating. Thank you. Um, let's pay attention to the information on the WhatsApp group. Um, thank you all and have a wonderful night rest.